What's going on, everybody? You know what time it is. Welcome back to another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we really do appreciate it. What are we talking today? You already know, guys. This is Power Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 8. We are getting close to the end, titled Dead Reckoning. Tommy makes bold moves to connect CBI directly with the cartel as he hustles to stay ahead of the many adversaries out for his blood. Diamond is forced to make a decision that has dire consequences. Jesus Christ. We got to get into this. Lord, guys, if you didn't know, this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap, okay? And we're going to spoil this up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And as you can see, my partner in crime over there on the right half of the screen, I think he's taking some notes in that good old notepad of his to discuss what we're going to be talking about today. Lamont, thank you for being here, man. I really do appreciate it. Let the people know how you're feeling.
I'm happy to be here. Glad his brother has decided to let me co-partner with him on this particular show. It's been a great showing, a great pairing. Be sure to send this brother a super chat. That's what I'm going to say during my time. Send this brother a super chat because he works hard, and let us sit back and try to entertain you. Be sure to comment on the things that you feel like we're too hard on, too under on, or you just like.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And if you didn't know, if this is your first time, if you love what we have to say, help us both out with that social media following. You see our handles on the screen. His information is in the description box of this video. And like always, bam, he is right there on that top VIP row on my channel tab. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel as well. And if you're watching this on his channel, come through on my channel and subscribe. Lamont, geez, Louise. Oh my gosh. Lamont, wow. Wow, Lamont, wow. Lamont, this is almost we almost got to the 30-minute mark of this episode. And I was like, damn, this is a really good episode. I love where it's going. I love the way it's flowing. I love the energy. I love the tone. Oh, I'm loving everything about it. And then they broke my damn heart, man. And I'm just like, wow, not once, but twice. And I'm just like, this was seriously about to be one of my favorite episodes, but I am so sad. I'm so disappointed with a couple of things. We're gonna save these two juicy nuggets, elephants in the room, towards the end. But you know, don't jump there too early, man. But I like the episode other than these two major aspects. We're gonna talk about it. But how did you feel about it, man? Where you at over there?
I love the episode, man. This season just seems to keep escalating higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
There was some parts in this episode I felt like was contrived. I felt like was telegraphed. But I didn't mind it because I enjoyed the entertainment value. So yeah, I enjoyed this episode. It's one of my top 3 of the season.
Let me ask you: is the one of the parts you said is contrived? Did it have to do with Mariah? Let me ask you that. Did it have to do with Mariah?
And Tommy.
Okay. I can't wait to hear that part. I think we may be on the same page when it comes to Mariah, but I'm eager to know how. Well, actually, let's start there. How was it contrived with Tommy? If that's okay with you, like just I'm very, very curious to know. I'm impatient. I don't feel like waiting. What are your triumphs or falls with him in this episode?
So first of all, Tommy crashes Che's daughter's party.
Right.
So it's kind of like a bar mitzvah only for Hispanics.
Quinceañera.
Yeah. He crashed the party. First of all, how the hell did he know that this party was going on?
Okay.
That's number one.
I got an answer for you. Okay, but keep going. Okay.
And number 2, once he makes his grand appearance like he's crashing the damn wedding, him and Maria walk out the back door damn near together. And they're complaining about the brother wanting to kill either one of them. And y'all standing in the damn parking lot where this party is going on, not worried about your brother having that conversation. I was just like, come on, man. For real? Really? Miguel can walk out that door on any moment, take both of y'all out. And if not Miguel, some of his henchmen could just be, lurking. But look, the door wide open, like a rock in the door. They
Yeah.
could just be standing there looking. Like, you see that? Look at the bottom.
Yeah,
Motherfucker
man.
rocking the door. And
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
having this conversation. Go take your ass in the car. Go back to Tommy's house. Have the conversation later. Let's not get shot right outside the bar mitzvah for Mexicans.
I agree with you 1000%, man. This is the exact scene that I was talking about where I was. That's why I asked you, did it have to do with Mariah? Because that didn't make any sense. I'm like, why does she leave? She could have just stayed in the club. Tommy was leaving anyway. That he wasn't trying to kick it. He had a goal, he had a mission, which he did accomplish. He did finesse the plan there. Now, to answer your first question, how did he even know about it? I don't know how he found out the location, but at the very beginning, when Tommy was walking back into his apartment, when he had these
Oh
nice
no,
ass
I know
cheeks.
about that. I know
Okay.
about that. What I guess the perspective I'm saying is Miguel, his grandmother, and Che, they gonna want to know how did he find out, which means there's a mole in their camp, which would be Maria.
Okay.
You know,
I see what you're
it's
saying.
not
I see what you're
it's
saying.
not going to be that hard to put a couple of things together. So
Right,
first of all, no one is going to know how Tommy even found out this was going on,
right.
and then the possible person that told, you notice Tommy gone and she gone. So she
Right.
basically pointing the finger at her damn self. Damn, Maria. And it makes me sad, Beep. I'm sad, man, because in the beginning, when Tommy went back home,
Mm-hmm.
did you see the way Maria was looking like a warm apple pie from McDonald's
I
when he
liked
walked
it.
into
I
that
like
house?
it. Yes, yes.
And
She wanted around 2 or 3.
and then she had to mess all that up. Dang, Maria.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she was looking good. Of course, this is a nice sight to come home to and all that. Shout out to her. Matter of fact, we're gonna run the poll over here on this channel too, because I was actually watching your trailer breakdown for this episode 8, and I think either you brought it up or maybe one of your subscribers, like, who is the most sexy good looking woman in the show between Shanti, Mariah, and what's her name? Not Geneva. Um what's what is
Gianna.
Gianna? And I think I like your answer, but I'm gonna ask you again here. But yeah, man, going back to outside the quinceañera for Chet's daughter, I was just like, this is such a stupid conversation. It didn't make any sense. All Mariah had to do was just stand there. Tommy would have left, and the whole thing was silly to me. I mean, she looked good in her outfit and the green and all that, so that's cool. But it was such a silly, unnecessary conversation
Dumb.
to where I just didn't understand this at all. And they screamed it. Do you know what he would do and what I gave up? And I'm just like, I've liked now. Shout out to Mariah. I've liked you all season, sister. You have been doing a great job. No, not trying to talk crap or whatever. However, the writing for this scene right here kind of fell apart for me. So I don't know. Me and you, we feel the same on that. So that's what's up. But if you're watching this, let us know if you agree or disagree. Me and Lamont really want to know. Did you have any more commentary for that particular scene, or you good, sir?
Good, bro. I mean, just nitpicky stuff that me and you can do later on once we get through some other topics.
Right on, right on. But just going back a few seconds right before that, I did like the way that Tommy was able to finesse his way in. But even before that, it was a conversation in between the family. Okay. Well, first of all, Miguel and they're over here just like, hey, she's like, hey, I'm a big girl. I know how to take care of myself. You didn't need to go be beating my colleagues' knuckles up for no reason to where he's not able to operate. That was a bit much. And I like this conversation. I was kind of hoping that he brought up the fact, like, hey, last time we saw these two together, you didn't want to give me my insulin medicine and was leaving me, sweating like a pig at the table. What's up with that? They didn't address that. I kind of wish that he would have, because we haven't seen them together since then, right? Okay. But in addition to that, the conversation between the mother or the grandmother and Chet himself, this is like the thing. What is interesting to me, and I guess I just don't know nothing about that life, is this is like family, true family. And I really feel, unfortunately, that if the crap had hit the fan, that even Chet may, like, what is their relationship again exactly? Chet and the mother right here, are they siblings? or how does that relationship break down? Because what I was gonna say is I feel that they would kill each other if one of them got in the way of the other person. I'm just like, damn, that's just crazy. You can let me know if I'm wrong in that assessment, but like, how did you feel about that whole interaction right there?
100%. Shay is about that bread. He don't give a damn how he get it. He don't
Mm-hmm.
give a damn. See, grandma does not like white men because she feels like her husband died and went through destruction based on
Mm-hmm.
white guys, the Contras. So she's really not feeling white guys. And she's tried to tell her son Miguel, Tommy is trying to take over and take your spot. Miguel swore up and down. He had a plan. Tommy done stepped all on that plan, and grandma's in that ass again. And then she's having that conversation with Shay, where Shay is like, I did not have Miguel go to war with the Serbs because of the price of war. And
Right.
the grandma retorts to him, you just worried that my son can't handle Miguel. And I think for Che, it's a little bit of both because war is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably is afraid because the Serbs, they're crazy. They used to make jokes about the Polynesian people being wild, savages. Well, in terms of this show, the savages is the damn Serbs. And Che is all about his bread. And so I feel like if there was going to be beef amongst his family, and Che was good friends with her husband. They was like partners, brothers, running this game together. I feel like Che would throw them under the bus, no problem. If they got in his way of him making his money, he would throw them under the bus. And you could already see the rumblings of Miguel and the grandma getting upset with Che
Right.
based on his response to Tommy being in the spot.
Correct.
Because Tommy, first of all, Che don't
Fucking
up
white
until this
boy.
point, yeah, up until this point, I thought Che was savvy. But to have a white guy unannounced just roll into your daughter bar mitzvah and hand over gifts, you don't know this dude. You've heard of him, but you've never seen him. Even
Right.
Che said, you're the guy that actually saved Miguel. I can rock with you, and you making me a lot of money. And he let him stay at the bar mitzvah. In most situations like that, them families like that would have kicked his ass out from the beginning.
Right. How did he even get in there? Like, how did he even walk in? I don't. That wasn't realistic to me at all.
That's
I'm
what I'm
sure there would
saying.
have been security up the wazoo outside on the roof.
All day long. And then Tommy was kind of annoying in the way he was behaving in there, even
Hmm.
though it was funny. It was
Right.
funny
Right.
annoyance because he
Right.
was poking all kinds of fun at Miguel. And he knows that Miguel is seething on the inside. Look at them two.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
them two. She's looking like the woman from Ghostbusters, the original movie. He over there looking
You stupid.
he over there looking like this MF in here taking over the party. And that's what he
Right.
did. And not to mention Maria was upset while he's in there working Che too. So
Hmm.
this was comedy. It revealed what Che is really about. It revealed what Miguel and Grandma is about. Don't be surprised if for some reason, somehow, some way, Miguel, in frustration, tries to take out Che, but then he's gonna have a whole nother problem.
Wow. I hope not. I think if Miguel tries to take out Shay, I'm not saying it can't happen, man. So much has happened last episode and this episode. I did not see coming a million miles away, and it happened.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but that would kind of make Shay look extremely weak to me because they painted him. Because I mean, we got at the beginning of the season, they showcase how dangerous Miguel is. This dude is freezing people's arms and breaking them and just crazy and doing all types of stuff. And then when we first met Shay, Miguel was afraid of Shay. And so
Yeah.
if Miguel takes out Shay, I don't want it to just be some easy blink of an eye type kill. I want it to be some type of struggle. But hey, the sky's the limit. But on that, as far as what's going to happen. But before we move on, just clear this up for me. Do you know, like, what is the relationship exactly between the grandma and Shay? How are they related, if at all? If they
I
mention
don't
that, go ahead.
I missed that. The only thing I know is that somehow or another Shay ran with her former husband. And I don't know
Okay,
what
yeah.
that relationship was.
Okay. Now, guys watching, if they did mention that and it just slipped our mind, our bad, but let us know in the
Let us
comment
know.
section below respectfully. we would really, really appreciate that. But I love when they, they start an episode the way it ends, man. One of the reasons why I was so interested in seeing how this was going to play out is how Tommy and Vic here was going to react to them killing the FBI agent. And they
Huh.
decided to make it look like a robbery. Um, Vince got the tracker that he was going to put on Tommy's car, and pulled a phantom ghost move and made it seem like it was on the inside of the car. I liked all that. That was cool, man. That was cool. But right after that, we have the police coming over to Vince's house. Get your shit. Come on into the office. We want some answers. He was like, damn it, I didn't practice my alibi well enough. What am I gonna do? I didn't think that was gonna come to 2 p.m. and it's 9 a.m. type stuff. But I'm liking Stacy more and more, man. Her drilling him in this interrogation room. Bullshit. This is personal now, all that. I like it, man. I like where it's heading. I do. And I also like the fact that they're married and they're able to console each other in the office and just like, it's personal. We need to go and show some force and rattle some cages and show CBI who we are, that they can't just kill some federal agent and we're not gonna get it. We don't have the warrant. Fuck the warrants. I was like, oh, okay, Stacey, you warming up to me, and they hugging and kissing and smooching and all that. But I like this, man. I like Stacy. I like her passion. I like her acting. I like her character. I like her role. I like everything about it. And I like how expeditiously these two are trying to move around as well, because they're up a creek right here. Did you like to follow up? In this episode, closing out episode 7 and how they tried to rid of this situation here.
I loved it because there was a lot of tension on Vic. Tommy
Yes.
kind of grilled him a little bit, and Vic had to be quick on his feet about that tracker, which Tommy gave him a baked-in excuse to prove that it wasn't him. However, Vic is still wet behind the damn ears. When I think of Vic, I still think of boy band. I think of Backstreet Boys. I think of New Kids on the Block. I think of one of them deciding they want to retire and go sell fucking drugs. That's what I think. Because Tommy clearly told him to go check that guy for his logbook, and he didn't. Not properly. And we'll talk about that later, because that's going to come back up. And when Stacy came to get him and drug his ass down to the PO, man, I was like, what is he going to say now? And every time you hear Vic speak, it sounds like his voice sounds cracky, like he's about to cry. So I got to give the actor credit for doing this. And you talked about you like the pressure Stacy Marks is applying.
Mm-hmm.
She's applying a lot of pressure that is unlawful. I hope you know that. And the only thing I don't like about her, hair and makeup, ladies and gentlemen, those yellow nails, that hair wig that looks like it's looking like Stephen Urkel when he used to play the Kung Fu character.
Wow.
And
that's hilarious.
Painful kiss she gave to Franco. That was a painful kiss to watch, because those yellow nails wasn't doing it for me. And I'm thinking, as I'm looking at that wig, I'm thinking Stefan Urkel dressed up like a Kung Fu master. But I like that she's getting crooked.
Mm-hmm.
I like that DeFranco is now starting to get down with her being crooked, because she wanted to go rattle some cages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And DeFranco's like, we got to get a warrant for that. She said, F your warrant. My cop's dead. So
This
both
is
of
personal.
them getting a little, both of them getting a little dirty, both of them getting a little grimy. And I'm here for it, but let's not have no sex scenes in the office, okay? The kiss was terrible enough. Let's not have no fucking scenes.
I mean, the sex scene the kiss wasn't that just passionate, but you understand, she was frustrated and sad and distraught, because she lost her partner. So I kind of understand that. I wouldn't be, expected to be, something where I'm like, ooh, look at that right there. I wish I was in, that spot or whatever. But well, you said that she's being dirty though. Like, what makes you say that? Just because she wants to go, raid the CBI without any warrants? Is it fair to call her dirty?
That's dirty. and she's repeatedly, over and over again, without recourse, tried to coerce Vic into saying something that's not true. She tried to coerce that white girl into saying something that's not true. These are illegal
Oh, I
tactics,
see
and
what
you're
you're
not
saying. I
supposed to
see
do
what you're
that.
saying.
And she
I see what
even
you're
done
saying.
that in this episode with Vic. Dirty,
Yeah.
dirty. But I mean,
towards
her
the
ass is on the line. So what else can she do?
towards the end, Vic did say, "Hey, I saw Tommy Egan, kill your agent." And y'all, this is what Lamont was talking about right here, the Steve Urkel
Yeah.
wig. It's so funny that you said that, man, because I came across this last week, and I was like, "Wow!" Speak of the devil, I laughed my ass off. It's right here, but anyway, y'all let me know if you agree with Lamont saying that her Stacey's wig looks like Mr. Winslow and Steve Urkel here. Very, very funny classic episode. But let me get back to let me get back to the episode. That's a good call right there, sir. Good call. But yeah, man, I'm really interested in seeing how this is gonna play out because Vic did just snitch on Tommy. And Vic is gonna have to die. I don't see how Vic cannot. I don't see how. I mean, Tommy's not gonna die. I just don't think Tommy's gonna die. But
no.
I don't see how Vic can make it out of this season alive. I just think that's impossible. But I could be wrong. Y'all let us know what you think. What's up?
B. Avery and the audience watching, are you ready to make predictions? Because I asked y'all this a couple of weeks ago. It's only 2 Flynn's left. Which one of the 2 is going to die? And I said it would be Claudia.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
But the way they're written the story, Claudia really, her storyline is, man.
Yeah.
And Vic is entangled. So it would seem like the easiest person to get rid of would be Vic. But I still think that it's going to be Claudia. And you're not going to be able to wait to hear who I think is going to do it.
Okay, since we're talking about Stacey, how'd you feel about her pulling up on Tommy? He trying to have his little donut holes or whatever, and and she walks up like she's a Miss Thing over here. I like the interest though. She's applying the pressure. She's like, hey, this is my city. You're not gonna come in here and do whatever you want. She did make Tommy a bit uncomfortable. Like, hey, we got some pictures here or whatever. He looked a bit uncomfortable at first. But then he had to have that smile like, oh, that's my good side. You know what I'm saying? He was concerned. He was bothered, but I like all this right here, man. How did you feel about the pressure that Stacey was applying to Tommy right here?
Loved it. I mean, she basically told Tommy, I know exactly who your ass is. You died and came back to life. You went to New York, and now you're here causing trouble in my city, and I might not have to do you. Yeah. I got proof that some one of these drug dealers on the street can do you. And when this dialogue for them meeting for the first time, there was so much tension. You could cut this bitch with a Thanksgiving turkey knife. I enjoyed it. And it seemed like she had Tommy reeling. How often do we see Tommy reeling? Not much. And to the point where Tommy had to mate and say, I'm calling Jenny Sue. At first, I thought he said Jenny Sullivan. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he said Jenny Sullivan, but it's Jenny Sue. And that was pretty much Tommy saying, I'm tapping out of this conversation till you have some dirt on me. I'm tapping out.
Yeah. I like that he didn't fall like, oh my God, what you got? But just to clarify, he was calling the situation a bitch, not the agent. So I don't want
yeah.
Just to make sure somebody may get upset. But yeah, he was like, she was like, oh no, he was like, allegedly, you gotta say allegedly. He's like, no, it's not, it's all facts. He's like, no, if it's facts, I would be arrested right now. So you don't have anything. And she showed him the photo, smashing Mariah. Like, hey, if Miguel finds out, Miguel may take you off the board before I do. Now that also kind of eliminates Junkie Janar's trump card that he had episode or 2 ago, because he thinking that him and Shanti, like, we got him right here. You know what I'm saying? But no, everybody knows now. They done gave it away at the quinceañera. I'm pretty sure somebody saw them talking in the parking lot. Stacey got the picture right here. So that's Jannard. I'm just saying that because Jannard can try to pull it out in episode 9, like, Tommy, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to reveal the picture. I don't give a fuck about that. Everybody know the cops got a picture. They got a picture. So that's quite interesting right there. And so
and you know who I think is going to figure it out first?
Who is that?
Miguel's grandma. That's who's going to figure it out first.
I'll give it that.
I can easily see Maria going somewhere after she left Tommy's house, walk past the grandma, and the grandma go, I can smell white semen on you.
Yeah, it's kind of gross,
but my house.
This is true. This is true. Do you think Tommy will kill Stacy?
Yeah, why not?
I don't. Damn, man, like you didn't say it like that. Like,
yeah,
but I think it's possible. I don't want it to happen, but I think it's possible. I think
she's gonna die this season, bro, and that's gonna leave the husband on a warpath next season.
Or is the husband going to save her from dying? Is he going to jump in front of the bullet? Yeah, that may happen too. Which is more likely to you? And y'all let us know in the chat as well.
More likely to me, Stacy dies. More likely. And the reason I say that is because we are all kind of more invested in her character at this point, more than a husband. And it would be fitting for her to die because she's been acting slightly reckless, trying to circumvent the law to get things done. And the husband, for the most part, other than giving somebody $20, seems like he's been kind of on the up and up with the law. And so he would be the next best person to step in and take her job and try to do it the right way until these streets and the law corrupts him.
Got you. Okay. Now, this is probably obvious right here. Vic is nervous. Don't know what to do. He's like, should I go? Should I stay? Should I stay or should I go? I don't know. Tommy pops up at the crib. They're having their conversation. You think Tommy will kill Vic? Because earlier I just said that Vic is gonna probably die, and you think it's gonna be Tommy to kill? Or let me just throw another wrench out there. You think Claudia killed her brother? Vic killed his daddy. Claudia killed her brother. How you think Vic gonna die? Or you think it's gonna be Tommy or? What you got? What you thinking?
I don't think Vic is going to die, but I could easily see Claudia or Tommy doing it. But I don't think Vic is going to die. I think Claudia is going to die. But I was laughing at Vic's house. I mean, damn, I'll be damn if Vic's house don't look like a Southern Baptist church. You see them window sills in his crib? Like, damn, dude, you at the mosque praying? And when Tommy came over there talking about the feds and everything that was going on and how they rolled up on him and Vic hadn't been telling him all the truth. I'm thinking to myself, how Vic about to get out of this? And to take the pressure off himself, Vic revealed that Jannard and his sister met up. God.
Yeah.
And Tommy's like, dude, you couldn't tell me this?
Right.
And I'm like, how he about to get out of this? And Vic was able to talk his way out of that.
Yeah.
So I just do not see Vic dying this season. That would shock me if he did, but his character is in so deep right now. If Stacy Marks dies, Vic will survive and Claudia is going to die. If Stacy Marks lives, Vic will probably die and Claudia will survive. That's how I'm gonna position myself.
Okay. Write it down on a notepad. We're gonna see what happens about that. I like when he does that. But you was talking about Claudia for a second there, and that's not the scene I was trying to pull up. Here we go. Shanti and Claudia here. I like Shanti in this episode. She's been getting on my nerve lately. I mean, she was good the first 5 episodes, then she turned crazy out the blue, and I was like, what the hell is going on? However, I did like her in this scene right here, and just how smart and meticulous she is. Like, she was like, don't try to do a deal on your own, and then you got froze out, you got screwed, and then you try to come back to me like, oh, let's do this together. No, you were trying to do this on your own, and call Claudia out. I like that. And she was like, well, yes, I was trying to do something on my own, but I really do need you. I like that right there. I kind of want to see, I was going to say, I kind of want to see a cat fight between them two, but that wouldn't be a fight at all. Shanti would destroy her and 1 or 2 hits. So it'll still be funny though.
I know what kind of cat fight you want to see.
I don't want to see that.
Yes,
No,
you do.
no, I do not want to
Yes,
see that. I
Ringo.
do
Yes, you
not
do.
want to see that.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
do
you do.
not want to. I do. You let me
I
clarify.
know
You
it.
asking Claudia and Shanti getting it on? No, no. I'll pass. I'll pass on that.
Bro, did you not feel the energy in that scene that you
Not
just
at
showed?
all. Not at
When
all.
wait a minute,
What? Where is this coming from?
when Claudia said, "If you screw me, I will kick your ass," it looked like, I mean, excuse me, when Shanti told Claudia, "You screw me, I'll kick your ass," it looked like Claudia nutted right on the site.
Okay, maybe
She was,
Claudia wants to get it
yeah,
in.
maybe,
We've talked
yeah,
about that. I'm pretty sure Claudia wants to get it in. She may try
yeah,
to come on to her or something. They
yeah,
celebrating about the money they just made. Hey, let's do some
yeah,
drugs and
yeah.
grab on the titties. No, and
Mhm.
and and Shawnee will crawl and chin check her, and I will laugh. But yes,
And
Claudia probably wants Shanti, but no, I don't. Shanti does not want Claudia. I do not want that to happen at all.
B is gonna happen
Stop it.
because it's
Stop it.
gonna
Don't even
happen
write that down.
because
Don't even.
it's gonna happen because Claudia has been showing Shanti like this bougie, high dollar wine, lifestyle, all that. And you can see Shanti does let her guard down slightly with Claudia when deals are cut that go in favor of Shanti. Like the whole conversation about, do we go to war with the Serbs or do we not? Shanti proved that she has boss mentality. She has boss. She said, "No, we're not going to war with them.
Right.
No, that's stupid." And
Right.
Claudia wanted to go to war. And then after Shanti got her way, she poured her some of that high dollar Belvedere. She's like, "Girl, I need to start hanging with you a little bit more often." So I could see Shanti getting in Claudia's cloudy pants, panty draws bed if it's to gain something, if it's to maybe kill Claudia, if it's to maybe get more percentages out of Claudia. I don't see her doing it as, I'm feeling you like that. I see her doing it as a vehicle to get what she wants.
Maybe. I guess. We'll see. We'll see. I got to
He
talk
don't
about
he
this.
don't want no parts of
No,
that. He don't
I
want
don't.
no
I don't. I
part.
don't want no parts of that. I want parts of this though. I do want parts
Okay.
of this.
Oh
This
Lord,
is.
that
Yeah,
whoa, whoa.
I do want the grits, the eggs.
Ooh wee.
I spoke about the red lingerie last time, but she got some black tights,
Yeah,
black lingeries, boy shorts,
yeah,
whatever that is in there. She looks good. She
yeah.
looks good. However, this woman is no good. This woman you need to stay away from. She fine as hell, bruh. What kind of mess is she playing? First of all, she's pretty too. I was so annoyed with her dialogue here, trying to put her foot down, talking about I know who you are, and you got to keep my son safe and all this. You came on to him like he did not necessarily holler at you. This was more you coming on to Diamond, and so I just don't understand that. And then two, we saw Jamal, the baby daddy, towards the end of this episode being a snitch. But why are you having Diamond, like he lives here, but you're gonna get Diamond killed? Okay, like you're gonna get this man in trouble. This is just okay. We know that Diamond can handle himself against Jamal. We saw that when he choked him out in the parking lot. But still, man, this is no good. I like the Diamond's like, hey, what's his name? Lamar? Is that his name? The boy?
Leon, the son.
Leon, the son.
Yeah.
Leon, like, hey, is Leon coming? Do I need to bounce? I don't want him to see me here. Oh no, he's still over at the sleepover, and Jamal is out of town right now and won't be home until tomorrow. What if he comes home a day early and y'all in y'all drawers and you up here cooking breakfast? This is how people get killed. Even if they're not married, bro, that's still wrong. The only way that she is justified in this, in my opinion, is if she paying all the bills. Like he in there living rent free. But if they doing this or doing that, and it's just his house, and you got him up in there like that, not only are you smashing in the house, but you in the drawers cooking bread. This is just not smart. This is just tacky. You look good while you're doing it, but I was so disappointed. You may disagree with me big time, and that's fine. What say you, sir? What say you?
Bro, in there looking like a Krispy Kreme snack. Obviously, Diamond put that ass to sleep, put it on her because she up cooking breakfast like she baby girl from baby boy, only on power. I mean, up in the morning, happy, birds are chirping. She up there dropping spices on the eggs. You know, I love me some eggs with cheese for my protein.
Right.
And I'm with you, and my wife is with you too. That whole contrived, I know what you do, and I don't need this around my son. My wife looked at me and was like, okay.
I can see her face too. The way you just she'll probably like, Lamont, what?
She looked at me and was like, okay, you don't need all this around your son, but you're sleeping with the drug dealer anyway. Like, what how much sense does that
That
make?
was so backwards, bro. But keep going. Yeah.
And I had to look at her and be like, honey, you just don't understand love, fire, and desire. Okay.
Should have get you in trouble.
You should have seen the look she gave me back. I was like, I ain't about to get in trouble over those TV's damn series.
Yeah, man.
But for real, on some real talk, people do this stupid crap all the time. Behavior is like the bad boy. You just gotta have them, even though you know it's probably bad for you. Even though you know the rules are not in your favor, it's just something about that bad, chaotic dick you gotta have. And she had to have it. And later on, we're gonna get to it, but she got a hard lesson about this. And it's I'm not even gonna say a hard lesson because Diamond had nothing to do with it. But in her mind, the rest of her life, she's gonna blame it on Diamond unless he does something different. And so that scene had me and my wife looking at each other with the Bobby Brown stroke lip.
Yeah, man. And that I agree, but also you may disagree here. Just the whole situation with Jamal, the baby daddy. That's just not go smash at a hotel. That's just tacky to me. Like you're asking for trouble. Like that's just come on, man. Choose the path with less obstacles. Like I was just shaking my head like you idiot woman.
And did you hear her say that, told Diamond, you're not special?
Yes.
I cook breakfast for Jamal. Been doing it for 13 years.
I would have ate that up. Like, oh, I'm not special. Then you'll get mad when you treat her like a hoe or like you're not worth it. This is textbook do not do as a woman. I'm like, you asking to be done dirty, but hey. I was like, are you kidding me? What is going on?
If anything should have told Diamond, this ain't wifey material. And it seems like he got more in love with her. It seems like his love meter started to grow more for her, so much so.
This is crazy.
That this man skipped a highly important meeting over his business with Tommy in order to show his love and support to Gianna, Gigi, and Leon.
So unrealistic. Entertaining, but so unrealistic. And look,
it's not unrealistic. It's sad because I know people that do this.
You're right.
It's sad, but it shouldn't be realistic. But it is because I know people that do this and just disavow the good dudes. Like, oh no, I'm not. Like Leon was about to grow up to be a good dude.
Yeah. And I was kind of annoyed by this, man. Like he in there just doing this thing. He got the text for the meeting. And hey, I'm going on TV. I'm proud of you, bro, but I need you tonight, right now. Drop everything. I'm like, come on, bro. That's rude as hell. He's not 6 years old. Okay. The boy is 14, 15 years old. And the mama should know better as well. It seemed like I didn't like this episode, but I really did with all the complaining I'm doing. I really did like the episode, but still, man, ain't she pretty, but you make bad decisions, woman. But I was just like, hey, I need you tonight, 6 o'clock. You don't have any plans. You don't have nothing to do. You're just a barber at the barbershop. And when you close at 5:30, you have no life and can attend to me. And I mean, you agree, you disagree.
Well, the thing is, Leon don't know about his dark business. All Leon knows about.
Keep going.
All Leon knows about is his above the ground business, which is him cutting hair.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Gianna try to tell Leon, look, he's busy, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't. He's the one that decided to go ahead and volunteer to do it, And plus, you can tell Leon, he wants Leon to connect with him because they've already kind of formed a bond. And the more that bond grows, the more he knows he's going to get deeper and deeper into that mama's panty drawers. And this was just a moment of vulnerability that just happened for Diamond. And it just proves my theory more and more that at some point in time, he's going to go down the same road as Ghost and want to get out the game. But I think what they did at the end of this episode was try to put the kibosh on any thoughts of Diamond wanting to go legit and get out the game.
It's a good point. We're gonna bring that up back up. But speaking about this character right here, it was funny because when they're in the shop, hey, you did a great job. We haven't spoke since the rally. We got 25 guns turned in. Yeah. It's just a dent, but it's better than nothing. Keep up the great job, sir. Did you notice the look on his face when the other gentleman, one of Diamond's henchmen, walked out the back and had the duffel bags? Yeah. And they crossed paths. He was looking like, is that weight in there? Is that money? Is that what you was thinking? Is that what he was thinking? Was he about to randomly do a search or am I tripping? Am I looking into it too much?
No, bro, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this parole officer. And it could be that, he was meant to be a good, solid parole officer and probably knew what was in the bag, but wanted to look the other way because he saw a greater good in Diamond being someone who's from the street and has street respect, and people respect him. So he looked at that duffel bag and probably turned the other cheek because he see greater good in Diamond. Mm-hmm. Any other parole officer would have had search and a warrant for seizure in that barbershop and combed it like a fine-tooth comb. Yeah. But this parole officer saw something good in Diamond. He got guns turned in from the community. He felt like Diamond is trying to be on the up and up and didn't even piss test the brother. Right. In this episode. He was just like, bro, I'm going to let you go. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah. I got you. Okay, y'all let us know what you think right here. This is just more towards the beginning of the episode where Tommy and Diamond are having this little conversation about how to move next. Like, oh my God, you killed a federal agent? Well, technically it was Vic. I didn't do it. What did you do with the body and all that? And that's when he's talking about meeting Shay. Tommy was talking about meeting Shay. I like that they're always at heads with each other on how to move forward. But then by the end of the conversation, like, okay, I didn't look at it that way. Let's go ahead and ride with it, because Tommy wanted to meet with Shay. Dom was like, no, bro, y'all just killed the cop. And they got the, we need to chill. But Tommy's like, no, through chaos comes opportunity. And so, Diamond is like, okay, I see what you're saying there. So I like that right there. Because they agree sometimes, they disagree sometimes. So that is hilarious.
Did you like the plan Tommy came up with to undercut the Serbs by going and getting the Sons of Destruction and basically have the Serbs thinking that this was another one of Miguel's situations where he's trying to take them apart? Did you like that plan?
I did like that plan, and that was one of the things I was going to discuss next. But before that, I got to brag a little bit and say I got one over on you, because I don't know if you wrote it down on your notepad, but either last episode or the episode before, where Tommy went to go meet with the DSD, and they blew out his window and they undercut Miguel. And I was saying to myself, don't you think that the DSD is still going to have a conversation with Miguel? And I believe you said no. And they had the conversation, and I was surprised. I was good. Surprised. It was a good conversation. Miguel thought he had the upper hand, like, hey, they said you going out of business. You know what I'm saying? The Serbs was cut off, and I'm the only connect in Chicago. What you gonna do? I'll give you $1,000 less per key or whatever. Oh, that's major generous of you. And then he hit him with it like, we already made a deal, bro. You trying to squash stuff now? Well, Tommy beat you to it. That white man, Miguel, was mad. Like, Tommy Egan. He gets his product from me. It's like, well, I guess I'm working with him and you, and we're all working together, coalition. And, Miguel felt some type of way about that. So what did you, I laughed. And so they did have the conversation, but you were still right, though. The deal didn't go down. He just wanted the DSD dude here just wanted to rub it in his face, like nanny boo boo.
What my daughter be doing.
Yeah.
and B, I can't lie. I enjoyed every piece of that because I'm calling the DSD leader. I'm calling him Ice T Big Brother that drink.
Okay,
Ice T Big Brother that drink went right up in Miguel's face, knowing he knew from this whole meeting that he was gonna play Miguel. He knew it. He knew it.
Right.
And when he said to Miguel was like, "You don't want to work for me," or something like that. He was like, "Well, bro, since Tommy worked for you, I still work for you, but I work for Tommy." And walk out
with Miguel,
the beer. yes, kept the man beer. I thought Miguel was going to try to shove that pool stick up his butt walking out. Like, because Miguel dirty like that.
Yeah. He sure definitely will do that. That was a movie with Elia Cantu. Didn't Elia Cantu do that in the movie? Was it In Too Deep, or he shoved the pool stick on somebody's ass?
I mean, that would be the perfect movie for a scene like that, but I don't remember whether it was or not. But that would definitely be the perfect scene.
Yeah, man.
I like how Ice T little brother. I like how he he went and poured his grievance on the table, basically saying, "Okay, now I ain't too good for you, SA," or something like that. He was saying, because he's got that beef where Miguel, since he's pure Mexican, he thinks he's better than him because he's Puerto Rican. And he rehashed that. And this is exactly what Miguel punk ass get. And I enjoyed every minute of Ice T little drunken brother putting Miguel in his place.
Yeah. You know who's winning me back over?
Who's that?
Junkie Jannard.
Yeah. I ain't
he's I'm not gonna say he's my favorite character, anything like that, and Tommy was about this. Look at that face right there, Jesus. Tommy was pretty upset. But Jannard he's handling himself. He's smart. He got his head back on the shoulder. It seems like he's sober now. Seems like he has his head on the swivel, moving in the right way and the trajectory and all that. So I like this. Like, let me explain. Come on, let's work together. So I like that right there. I wonder if he gonna get a swing off on Tommy, but before the season, like, look, man, you ain't gonna keep choking me up like this, white boy. Bow, knock him out. You think so? What are your chances? No,
he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. But I love that scene you showed up there, because when Tommy was just trying to tell him about himself and the meeting he had with Claudia, he let him know that he don't believe in working with white folks. He don't believe in working with the Snow Bunny. He told the damn Snow Bunny no, and that he has brand loyalty. And if you remember last episode, what did Tommy tell Shanti? He takes care of people that are loyal to him. And in this episode, not only did Jannard tell Tommy that he's got brand loyalty, but he showed it to him.
Yeah. Right on, man. Now, as far as like working with the enemy, I'm able to work with people that I don't like. Okay. Because I'll communicate with them like, look, I know you don't like me and I don't really care for you, but at the same time, we can make money together. You don't have to go to dinner. We don't have to have our kids going to the park and playing with each other. We don't got to do all that. We can make money. Now, mind you, everybody on my channel tab and I do videos with I like, and
I was about to say, people, he don't like me.
That's hell damn lie.
we work real great together. His ass could care less about me. I'm just good for power, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not true at all.
Kick me to the curb.
That's not. He knows that's not true at all. Don't even put that in the head.
We're work friends, ladies and gentlemen, like the Avengers. We're work buddies.
That's he a damn lie. We been talking about everything. But yeah, Lamont, they're gonna believe you too. They're gonna start a
y'all. I'm playing, y'all. I'm just playing, man. There's pictures on my IG of me and him hanging out, having extravagant meats at a restaurant. So I'm just
he been trying to get me staying up on my workouts and all that hot jazz. But yes, not jokes, ha ha. But before we get to the other thing you was talking about, how did Malkovich, Merkakaka, whatever you be calling him, how did he find out about her plans with the club? Did he have? Well, I just answered my own question, and somebody commented in one of your last videos. They be like, "B, you be asking questions, then answering your questions right afterwards." I was gonna ask how did he find out about it, but she's under his protection. So he has men following her. So if they see her going to the club, like, hey, Claudia over here making moves with these people, some type of triangle district. Okay, so I
The
answer my own
Viagra,
question.
the Viagra triangle.
That's what you're right. That's right. That's right. What did you think about? And look, she has a triangle on her dress here. What do you think about this
Yeah,
scene right
man.
here? You think he's wrong for trying to stronghold her in the business? Like he has no say so in that territory that they was in, but he was able to finesse his way in here. How'd you feel about that?
I mean, he did what he had to do. And by the way, I know we normally got jokes on Claude and we call her cloudy panty draws Claude, and you don't have sex with something with cloudy panty draws, but I like that triangle dress she's wearing now that she done acquired the triangle Viagra triangle. I like that dress. She looked right in that. But
I'll give you that.
I don't got no problem with what Merkovich did. He's providing protection for her sad ass. Not just from Tommy, but her own damn brother too. If we're gonna keep this thing 100, and he just want a piece of the pie, and the price of protection is high. They say the rent is too damn high. The price of protection is too damn high in Chicago. And where else she gonna go? Shanti. She really wants Shanti to be her muscle. That's what she wants. But the thing is, she don't know how deeply Shanti is tied up into Tommy's organization. So Shanti wouldn't even be able to do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There you go. There you go. And we're talking about Merkovich. He popped up out of nowhere in a second. We got to find out what that scene meant where he had the automatic weapon just spraying someone in the warehouse. But as we were saying earlier, Diamond had a prior engagement. He wanted to go help Leon with his speech. And his brother, Junkie Jannard, showed up in his place with a hat that said, sorry, I was trapping. And they got your boy Vic, you got Tommy, and they go in here and they have the meeting. And this is what you were speaking of earlier, correct?
It is.
Yep. And trying to pitch this coalition right here. And it's going down. And all of a sudden, Merkovich comes out just spraying. Now, I am no expert marksman shooter, but I feel like Merkovich's men should have been taken out much easier than I think they only got one or two of them. They didn't have any cover. And they were out in the open. Like all of the fire was concentrated on one area while they were trying to spray. I don't know. It was out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting this right here. It was entertaining. Junkie Jannard saved the day. He was like, man, I could have took your ass out and just said it was a crossfire, friendly fire, but no, we got money to make. How'd you feel about this, man? How'd you feel?
Another great scene, man. Other than the fact that if you own power and you not Ghost or Tommy, your ass probably can't shoot. Because we've seen too many times in the history of this show where people should be dead like Fred and they all living because folks that got guns miss at point blank range. First of all, everybody in that line right there should be dead. Everybody. The only reason they're not dead is because in a real life shooting event, when you see people running up on you with guns, your first impulse is not to pull your gun out and shoot. It's to run and take cover, then shoot. So maybe we need to give them that much clearance.
Okay, I'll give it that.
But you can't give me that because when Tommy and them got clearance and somewhere to duck bullets, all the Merkovich crew should have been dead.
Yeah.
They should have been dead because their asses stood there like fuddy-duddies, like the putties on Power Rangers. And instead of going forward, they just stood there by the door. There's nowhere for you to take cover. They should be dead. My prediction of Merkovich dying didn't happen, but it will before the season's up. It will.
Really?
And he's going to die, man. There's nowhere else left for him to go. And after that shooting, the Sons of D's decided, you know what? Fuck this white dude. Serbian ass.
Yeah.
Sound like that's where you breed Siberian Huskies. I'm rolling with you, Tommy. I'm rolling with you. You the coolest white dude I ever met. We rolling with you. Tommy got his coalition. The Serbs are screwed. They don't got no more corners. They don't have nothing. They don't have a distro, no corners. They are wild animals, B. Avery, and they will be trying to mess stuff up.
This is true. This is true. Y'all let us know what you think in the comment section. Also, let us know what you think of this And this as well coming up next. And you too, Lamont. We did not
Mhm.
see JP and Kate the last episode, but we see them here. And I was like, okay, great. I was wondering what happened. You know, he lets her know that hey, your son is alive, he's not dead. I'm kind of glad that Kate is not dead right now as well. I wanted to
Mhm.
at least have another conversation with her and Tommy, but I love the way that JP put it to her. And this was tough love. Like, look, you're a grown woman, you're my mother, a horrible mother, but you can do what you want. You can either stay here in this house, get sobered up, cleaned up, and see your grandson. That's what you're
Right.
crying for. Or you can keep using and get the F out. It's up to you. Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. Come on. Come on. But I like that though.
Man, you
How did
gotta
you
put
feel about it?
you got to put some spec on Miss P name now. The actress name is Miss Patricia. You got
Miss
to put some
Patricia,
spec
my
on her
bad.
name
Okay.
because
Okay. My fault.
that young lady be acting her ass off. What struck me, B. Avery, is that she disappeared to New York. And if you're going by this power timeline, I think it's safe to assume while she was in New York, she probably met up with Tariq because they
Mhm.
had a scene last season where her and Tariq met up. So maybe that's what she was doing in New York. And I I didn't mind JP telling her she needed to clean up
Yeah.
because
Me
while
neither.
she was clean, she was doing a good job with not just um, DMAC, but him and Tommy. She was
Mhm.
bringing home ice cream for her son to eat. She was helping JP rear the son, helping the grandson get dates and stuff like that with women he shouldn't be going on dates with and stuff, talking about his hair and shit.
Mhm.
So I I enjoyed the scene, but I'm fearful now that she knows DMAC is alive. She's gonna go look for him and get him, and that's gonna incriminate him somehow, some way.
Hope not, man. I hope she has enough sense. She wouldn't even know. I don't even know if JP knows where DMAC is. Maybe only Tommy knows. Maybe Tommy don't even know.
And you don't think Tariq can find out?
Well, okay, you got a point there. I
Yeah,
can't argue with
Tariq
that.
got Tariq got Tait in his back pocket and all kind Stearns in his back pocket. No one can get missing in the realm of power. Tariq can find him, and maybe that's what she. Now that she knows that he's alive, she might hook back up with Reek again. Go find my grandson.
Yeah, yeah. But Lamont, it's time to move on to that first heartbreaking incident in the episode. So where I was like, why did you have to do this, man? And they did kind of telegraph it. I was like, wait a minute, they are setting this little boy up for failure. Hey man, I'm going to my little TV little thingy here. I don't know how to tie a tie. And I want to I know, right? Hey man, I saw it coming out. I was saying to myself, they about to kill this little boy, man. He is about to die. He is not gonna make it out of this season, man. When he was like, I don't know how to do it, I got frustrated because I was like, I was like, man, go look up on how to tie a tie on the internet, on YouTube, on Google. You can look at them both, man. And they're walking outside, man. The tie's too long, but I'm not gonna make it too big a deal about that. But I wasn't expecting this, man. This got this super evil hater right here, doodle face. Just pathetic, man. Scum of the earth. You think what? I don't even know. Like he didn't even appear on TV yet. Maybe he heard the news that he was gonna appear on TV. You think you the shit? You ain't nothing. You a bitch. No, you are the bitch. You got your ass whooped by this dude that's half your size, and you bald as hell. You gonna do this all in front of Diamond. I don't know how realistic that was, but bro, he got his ass whooped. He cheering, pulled out the gun, and shot him. Shot Leon. I was saying to myself, oh my damn. I was like, please let him live. Please let him survive. And then the next time we see them, he is waking up in the hospital, patched up. Hey man, I'm proud of you. You stood your ground. You beat him up. I believe in you. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be the best step daddy that you can possibly be. I mean, that I can possibly be. But no, we don't get that, Lamont. They had to kill the little boy. It's just too much, man. I was upset, man. We got the mama out here screaming. Like you said earlier, she blaming Jannard. She's wow. Why did they have to make this decision? I don't like it, man. I do not. Did I call you Jannard? Lamont. I don't like it, man. I could ask you how you feeling, man, but your costume says it all. But if they don't understand, let them know what it means. But I'm over her heartbroken. How you feeling about this whole thing, man? How you feeling?
Oh Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Normally, I only pull out my tissue paper shades for women I call my TV wives, and my wife had took these tissue paper shades and done something with them, and thank goodness for my daughter finding them so I can bring them back. I was destroyed because I was emotionally attached to Leon. If he wanted to learn how to tie a tie, hell, I could have taught him with my tissue paper shades, helped him get his tie right. And
Yeah,
when me and my
man.
wife saw this behavior, we said in that moment, and based on the conversation that Gigi had with Diamond earlier, we knew this was a setup for him to die. We knew it. And they made it even worse, B. Avery. They added salt to a wound by letting everything he learned from Diamond in boxing defend himself from these same two dudes that tried to rough him up earlier in the season, only to lead to the most punk ass thing that could ever happen.
Yeah.
You get your ass whipped, then you want to run to a weapon and pull out a gun.
It's the weakest
Like
shit ever, bro.
there are that's like on the list of top 5 most pussy ass punk things anyone can do.
Yeah.
And don't get me on my soapbox about how this country was founded on such things. That's another discussion for another day. But it broke my heart. Gigi, I automatically knew when she found out. I knew she was gonna blame Diamond, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not his fault. It's not. If anything, the fact that Leon got a hit that took down a dude bigger than him, she should commend Diamond, but she didn't see all this. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just got so many questions about what is she going to do, because she's a wild card now.
Yeah.
Not to mention the father who went and ratted on Diamond. This is probably going to be the window for him to get back in good with Gigi because they're
True.
mourning the death of a son.
True.
And
True.
then if Diamond tried to show his face at the funeral, if they do a funeral, you know it's going to be some smoke. So
Yeah.
it just tore me up because I did have emotional investments in Leon, and it's sad for him to go. I might even have to make "We Missing You" video for him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you should. This is awful, man. Do you think it was necessary for them to put this in the episode though, bro? Like, damn. Like
Uh,
we
Look,
like drama, man, but damn.
if anything, they could have created a little bit more drama by us not knowing whether or not he died and left him in the hospital, then kill him.
Yeah.
But
And
the fact that they went on ahead and got rid of him this quickly just tells me that there's about to be another level of escalating drama going on.
yeah, man. This sucks. This sucks big time, man. But
Yeah.
and then you got the cop here, like, man, get out the way, man. Damn. Let her go over there and mourn the baby. Like, you ain't. I'm never gonna fire you. Like, why do they do that? I don't know. I guess it don't really matter. But yeah, this is awful, man. I didn't
That's
like it.
another contrived moment, B. Avery. Police officers on TV shows pretending like they're trying to hold you back and shit. Man,
Yeah,
golly.
yes.
Golly.
It's pretty annoying, man. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
It's very, very annoying. But man, right here, y'all let us know what y'all think about that scene. That was like right at the 30-minute mark, and I was so sad. I was loving the episode, but when they showed that part right there, I was like, oh, my heart sunk. But y'all let us know. Y'all let us know. And also let us know what y'all think about this right here. Shanti is, she's like, hey man, when there's expensive food and drink, something's awry. What's going on? Okay. And Claudia is letting her know that, hey, the Serbs and took over the territory and they trying to get a cut. She's saying my cut already sucks. Hey, let's go to war with the Serbs. Like you were saying earlier, like, no, we don't need to go to war or anything like that. That's not a smart move. But what was interesting is, earlier in the season, Shanti was slapping Jannard around, talking about, hey, you need to get your stuff together. You're not organized. Get your head right. Get your head straight. And now he kind of talking to her like that. Like, wait a minute. What happened to feed up the hog and make it fat and butter it up and roast it and cook it and all this? You tripping. Da 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 da. I like the way he was kind of clapping back a little bit, with Shanti here. That was an interesting turn of events right there. And so, again, this is one of the reasons why I'm saying that I like Jannard. Again, he's winning me back over. What say you, sir? What say you?
Yeah, now that he's clean, it seems like he's getting his head back on straight. It seems like the leader of the CBI for all those years while his brother was in jail was a clean Jannard, but Jannard was doing drugs in season 1. So, I guess they're trying to show a parallel that now he's not doing drugs. He's getting his head back into the game. And remember, I was telling you, Shanti is the type of woman that is a ride or die type that can be a leader, but also fall back and let the man take the lead, which is what she did in this episode. And when she said, I got a bigger plan, we can throw Claude under the bus to eventually get close to Tommy. That's a brilliant plan. That's a great plan. They about to make all this money between these different groups. She's going to have her territory, the Viagra Triangle territory, and whatever else Jannard is pulling in. And then eventually when Tommy's sitting pretty, after they've showed their brand loyalty to Tommy for handing over Claudia on a silver platter, and Tommy thinks that they down for him, boom, they're going to try to get him. So I think she's doing a great job of being a ride or die. But it's just not going to happen. It's not going to go over well for Shanti. And the other thing that I feel like the writers are doing, since they got it so wrong last year by killing Lily because she was such a fan favorite character, I think they're going to compensate now by keeping Shanti. So don't make no plans of thinking Shanti's going to die.
Okay. I don't think she's going to die either, but we'll see. If I said that in the past, I'll take it back. Were you surprised with Tommy's reaction when they let him know that they were in bed with Claudia and the Serbs? Because he was, oh, okay, well, thanks for letting me know. I won't kill you. Just let me know everything that Claudia does. How did you feel about his reaction here? And it was smart for them to come clean.
Right.
I liked all that. I
Exactly.
liked the way it played out and all that good stuff. I liked the way that Shanti jumped in, was like, hey, he didn't have nothing to do with it. He just found out. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel about the scene? I liked it.
I love the scene. I mean, it showed well, I'm gonna say not 3, 2.5 masterminds in the same room. Of course, Tommy's one, Shanti's one, and she's really sticking to her plan of she sees where Tommy is going, and he about to be the king of the city, and she's gonna ride that wave, and then she plans to just slice him at the throat the way he doing Miguel. And so I'm here for that ride, and I enjoy the way it went down. And Tommy's whole theme this season has been loyalty. And what they did shows complete loyalty to Tommy, which is just going to ingratiate them to being sitting right at the corner of his throne beside him, which is what Shanti wants, so they can ultimately cut him at the knees.
Right on, right on. Got this bitch dude right here.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah, just go in the parking lot, man, and drug yourself to death. I don't even want to comment on him. You can if you want to. He's so annoying to me. I wish he would have died, but instead of Leon. But towards the end of the episode, man, we got a lot of Stacy, man. She's showing up at Mariah's crib, like, hey, Tom is no good. He's gonna get you killed. I like the facial expression here. I like, yeah, you're right, bro. She breaking and entering and all. Well, that's not necessarily. Well, I don't know what the legal jargon is, but
it is.
You can't just do
you
that
can't
right
do
there.
that. No, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
How'd
Especially
you
with them
feel?
ugly ass shoes. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Stacy's
Uh,
doing the most. And also, they found a notepad. You talked about that earlier. You talked about that earlier. They found out that the federal agent was right where he said he was going to be. And now she's drilling Vic again, and she gets him to admit, like, hey, it wasn't me. She's like, look, if you don't say if you don't say who it is, I'm just going to assume it was you. And so again, this is why I said that I think Vic is going to die. And Yeah, the shit has hit the fan, man. How you feeling about Stacey? Because she is really rattling some cages, man. She's rattling Vic. She's rattling Mariah. She's rattling her husband in more ways than one. How you feel? How you how you feel?
Well, going back to Mariah, she is just really trying to poke the bear with Tommy. That's why I say Stacey Marks is going to die.
Hmm.
She went in there. And first of all, Mariah and Tommy just got out of a little bit of a fight. And then you go over there and tell this girl about Tommy's ex, Lakeisha Grant,
I forgot about that. You're
dying.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then tell her, look, if you don't come off of this boy, I might can implicate you in a RICO. This has got to be the moment where Mariah is going to have a heel turn because she keeps saying she don't want to be a part of this life, blah blah blah. But this is going to be a situation where the bad guy, where the woman's going to want the bad guy so much, she's going to feel like them panty draws thumping so hard they can't turn their back on the bad guy and go do the right thing. That's what's about to happen to Mariah. That's what's about to happen. And so Mariah is not going to is not going to turn tails on Tommy. You can forget that. If anything, she's going to make it worse for Stacey Marks. And then we get to Stacey Marks coercing Vic to say Tommy killed Vargas. The only thing Vic did with that was buy himself a little bit more time and freedom. Because you showed a clip where Tommy's having a conversation with Jenny Sue.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what Jenny Sue told Tommy. You got a rat in your pack.
Yep.
And how long is it going to take Tommy to figure out who that rat is? Because Tommy needed some information
I was just about to ask you that.
Get. Yeah, he needed information that she couldn't get. And the reason she couldn't get it is because they put a firewall up around it because that usually indicates there's a CI involved and they don't want anyone outside their local office to know what it is.
Exactly.
And having said that, Tommy, it's not going to take Tommy long to know who's the CI. He's going to know it's Vic, which might lead more toward your argument of Vic dying, but I think it leads more toward my argument. Tommy's going to use Vic the way he want to use him to throw the scent of the FBI off him.
Okay. Write it down. Take a picture. Record it. I'm actually surprised that Tommy hasn't found out already that Vic is the snitch, is the CI. He's going to find out. And the way they've written Tommy, excuse me, since we first known him, he's smart enough to know. He's smart enough to have found that out a long time ago. I think they're just stretching that out, you know. And you know, I mean, somebody can complain about that if they want to, but you know, I'm not. It's not that big a deal. But the Tommy that I know, he would have found this out a long time ago. You know, so you guys let us know what you think. It's so many deaths. We had Paulie's dead, Daddy Flynn's dead, Leon is dead. Who we're about to talk about? Vargas is dead. So many dead people. Let's talk about this last dead person right here. This is the other part where I was just like, geez, Louise, this is crazy. So I don't blame Diamond, man. Diamond Sampson, I don't blame him. He feels responsible and he's drinking and he's distraught, yelling at his men, leave it right there, man, and get out. You know, I'm just like, please do not let this cop walk up in here and see all the drugs. I'm like,
thank you.
This is so silly, man. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Tommy walks in there. I'm like, Tommy, lock the damn door. Like, come on, man. Like, I get, bro, when I walk into my apartment, I get anxious if the door is unlocked. Like, I can't relax. I'm just, the only time I leave my door unlocked is like when I'm, you know, taking groceries in, you know, in the house or whatever. But this was, I didn't like this, Lamont. The only part I liked about this scene was just seeing Diamond distraught and drinking. Okay, that's 100% normal, relatable. Anybody would react that way. Not only at death, but if you feel responsible for it as well. Yeah, I get it. But I don't think it would go to the point to where you're going to dump kilos of drugs on the ground and do snow angels in it and with the money everywhere. This was crazy to me. And then the PO comes in there. I'm like, oh my God, how are they going to get out of this situation? Tommy's going to kill him. No, Diamond wants to look at this. This brother didn't deserve this. Cut his head off, man. Tommy even himself like, what is going on? He like, oh my God, I didn't deserve this, man. I had my food in the oven at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this was awful. This was awful. They got the blood spraying all on the window. Tommy getting off on it, and then this and turned into a horror movie all out of a sudden in the episode. Like, I didn't like this, Lamont. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I didn't. How'd you feel?
Nothing about that was realistic to me. Let's just take it from the damn top.
Yeah.
I get Diamond being upset about the situation that happened. I can get that.
Right.
But I guess the parallel for the drugs being on him, just pouring the drugs and the money on the ground, is because he's going through a confliction in his mind. I'm the leader of all this, but do I want to be in it or not? Who am I? Am I David, the barber, or am I Diamond, the drug dealer, leader of the CBI? And I think he was having a confliction there in that moment. But you're right, B. Why the hell is you sitting here with all this stuff that can lock your ass back up? You were so fervent in killing the PO that you ain't going back to jail, but you got the damn door wide open, unlocked, so that anyone can walk in and see this shit. Now, like you said, in my neighborhood where I live at, B. Avery, I don't lock doors a lot. Hell, I leave my windows open at night and walk around naked with the light on. I mean, that's the kind of neighborhood I live in.
Okay.
But under those circumstances,
right,
you lock the door, you pull down the window, you don't let nobody in that building until you say so, because everything that he's got right there, that's jail for life, B. Yeah. Jail for life, and then that money is going to get taxed as if the government ain't crooked. They're going to tax the hell out of ill-gotten gain. Then PO comes in, and I got heat for the PO too. When you first walk your ass in that barbershop and you walk back out, money, why don't you walk back out and call for backup, dummy? Like, dude, you wanted to die.
What they gonna do? They're gonna go like this.
Like, where are they gonna go? Like, you walk back out the door, stand there with your gun, because they got to come out the front door. And the other thing that bothered me with him is you see both of these guys in here. Your first inclination is that they are in cahoots or there's a deal going on. And instead of worrying about Tommy, you pointing the gun at Diamond, throwing all your animosity at Diamond, and just telling Tommy to just stand there and back up. Dude, you fucking kidding? Nobody would have done that.
Right.
You should have took your ass back outside, called for backup, then go in. And then you need to act like the other assailant in the building is a threat. Yeah. Why is he not a threat? Because he's white? He's not a threat? Oh, he's not going to do anything. He probably doesn't know what the stuff is. And when Diamond sliced that neck, they went a little too far with the squirting of the blood out the neck. I was just like, come on, man. What are y'all trying to do to me? Like, damn, I was starting to like Mr. Gaines from A Different World with hair. I was like, he done grew on me a little bit. Now you gonna kill him. And then Tommy sitting there looking at Diamond in his pain, talking about I'm a drug dealer, getting
this is who I am. Yeah.
Man, Tommy looked like he had 3 nuts. Sitting there smiling in the blood window, just like, I got my boy back now. Yeah. So all that was kind of like cliche a little bit. But you know what? I liked everything. I like the scene because sometimes you need the melodrama and the cliche in a story, whether they tell you you do or don't. But overall, I still like the whole thing. I just thought that they could have handled that a lot better. I would have loved to see him get help and had a shootout or something with 1 or 2 cops pull up and Tommy's able to take all of them out or something like that. Or something like that. Rather than him going in there thinking, I guess, in the name of Jesus, I'm gonna just put my hand up and Tommy ain't gonna do nothing.
It's just
that's my gripe.
And it like you this is not that's something a rookie would do. This is a vet, man. You are a PO against the head of a drug organization, so they coming with the smoke. They don't mind killing nobody, especially a cop. So it's just like
all the smoke,
bro. I don't mind. Look, I don't want him to die, but if they're gonna kill him, just make it make a little bit more sense. Make it a bit more realistic, because I enjoy Power. I've praised it more than I've tore it down. But
Right.
there are so many things in the episode that I like. But then when you have these little sprinkles of silliness thrown in, especially the way the episode ended, it's like, come on, man. Just make it a little bit more realistic. Just make it a little bit more realistic.
You got to have a little sprinkle of that in there. And like I said, I think that whole entire ending scene was about, excuse me, the transitioning of Diamond. When Diamond pulled out that blade, that was him saying, "My barbering days are over. I am officially a criminal."
I feel you, but the execution, you could have written that revelation out, that awakening, him transforming into a new form, his truer form, in a different way. Like you just suggested, it could have been a shootout. Like, hey, back up, time in there, and they're like, hey, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? And they got to shoot their way out of there, or something. And I don't know. I was really rolling my eyes in frustration with this right here. He done turned into the Grim Reaper. I don't know. It's just yeah. I mean, it's just the foreshadowing. Leon was like, my daddy told me I'm not worked out for this. Diamond can't get his life right either. He going back to the dark side. I don't know. That subliminal messaging there is quite telling. But that's the episode, guys. For Power, Book 4, Season 2, Episode 8, titled Dead Reckoning. Guys, let us know what you thought down in that comment section below. Whether you loved it, whether you liked it, whether you're somewhere in between, and let us know what you thought about our commentary as well. Whether you liked it, didn't like it, or somewhere in between, but be respectful though. Lamont, is there anything, sir, that we didn't get off of our chest that you want to talk about real quick in the episode? Forgot to ask you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing I want to get off my chest is make sure you super chat this brother B. Avery. It's one thing to subscribe, like, and share these videos, but super chat this brother. He's working hard.
I appreciate it.
He doesn't just do one genre of content. And for those that don't know, it is really hard to grow your channel when you're doing multiple sets of genre and content on your channel in terms of reviewing shows and movies. He doesn't just do Power, Dope Boy shows, Black entertainment. He covers Marvel. He covers superhero. He covers movies that a lot of us as African Americans wouldn't go see in theaters, to give you perspective on why you should or shouldn't go see it. And for all that hard work, I would just love for you guys just throw this brother some super chats. Let him know that you feel him, you're working with him, and you're trying to help him grow.
I appreciate that, man. I want you to grow too. So why don't you let the good people? I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. But why don't you let the good people out there know about your channel so you can grow too, and as well as what you got coming up on your channel.
So this week, ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I will be going live Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to discuss Power, this particular episode. I will be dropping my trailer breakdown Saturday around noon for you guys to kind of get ready for the live we're going to do. Whenever the hell the Shy decides to come back, I'm going to review that as well. And maybe not next week, but the following week, I'm going to start trying to do a kind of a Black movie news roundup that winds up ending in all news roundup. And you guys might just see me on B. Avery's channel on Sunday, because one of my favorite things to review and talk about, I just don't do it a lot on my channel, is what's going on in the superhero world, the comic book world, the cartoon world, which is what B. Avery's about to have going on his channel.
Right on. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, like you said, come on through on my channel, subscribe. You're gonna get all this hot jazz that you see right here. Movie reviews, spoiler movie reviews, martial art movie reviews, series reviews, comic book show, movie news roundup show, and of course Power, and some other cool stuff as well. By the time that you guys are seeing this video, my review for Killers of the Flower Moon will be up on my channel, so check that out. I would really appreciate it. It's a 3.5-hour movie starring Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, and some other great stars as well. Check it out. Check it out.
Have you seen it already, B. Avery?
Yes, I saw it Monday night. And so
without spoiling it, I'll just kind of tell people this is something that happened in history during around the 20s. Kind of centers around the natives to this land, some oil territory that they had, and good old Mighty Whitey wanted a piece of it. and a big old thing ensued. And if you Google search it, this happened in American history, but they don't teach it in school, and that's all I'll say.
They don't teach it in school, unfortunately, as they should. This system we live in. But guys, again, yeah, we talked a long time today. Had a lot of stuff to get off our chest, but thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Again, subscribe to both of our channels, leave a comment, thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But guys, again, before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.